Hello, welcome to my channel. It's lovely that you've joined me today. So I've had quite a lot of new subscribers recently, which has been wonderful. So let me say hello to all of my subscribers, old and new. I'm about 18 subscribers now off 1,000. So when I do get to 1,000, I'm going to be giving away a bundle of vintage style ephemera. So I'm quite excited about that. I'm sure I must be there soon. So I'm doing the 30 in 30 challenge, which is led by Robin Dudley Howes, the artsy bohemian. And I'm only up to about day 8. I think Robin's up to about day 16 or 17. I mean, my journal did arrive late, so I have got that excuse. It's the Dina Wakley ledger journal. And also my daughter, I mean, I didn't say this before, I just said there were family issues, but my daughter has been incredibly poorly, but is now hopefully on the right road to recovery. Spent quite a bit of time in hospital, so I've been at hospital a lot. So what I'm doing now is I'm just giving these 2 pages here a colour wash. So I've got my green, very cheap, like children's watercolours here, which I just got at like the newsagents or somewhere, you know, like 99p or something. So I'm going to do some mark making today. Now, I'm not bothered about this coat being equal, you know, all over. It doesn't matter that some areas might be darker than others. That doesn't matter. It's just a wash over, and then over the top of that when it's dry, we can start with our mark making. So I've been gathering some more mark making tools together while I've been sorting out my craft room. My old craft room, I've been like, ooh, that makes great mark making. That'll make great mark making. So yeah, so I've got a little group of things together. The sort of things I've got here are there's a fork. We'll use a fork. I've got a basket of mark making things, but I've not got that to hand at the minute, but I will have when we start mark making. A little glue spatula for putting on the glue there. Can you see I'm putting some different depths of the watercolour as it's drying? I'm using the different depths. I've got a skewer, maybe to do some dots with that. I have got one of these silicone brushes. They're great for doing lines and things. So I've just grabbed those 4 together to add to my basket. So, oh, I've got a different green here. A little tiny bit of a different green. So I'll just see if I can get some of that on as well. It's a lovely, lovely sort of end of summery autumnal day today. It's the 30th of August, so we're starting to creep into that Halloween season. So today I'm going to be not on camera, but I'm going to be looking at making myself a Halloween journal out of one of the Tim Holtz concertina style books that he has to decorate. So yeah, that's what I'm planning for later. I'm just going to come down this side. There we go, and I think I'll leave it there because otherwise it's going to all end up just too even. And that is not, if you've seen my art, haha, I'm not an even sort of artist. Right, we'll leave that there. Did you notice I was using, sorry, let me show you, I was using a wide brush to do that. It's about 1 inch, about 2.5 centimetres. So yeah, my book so far. Let's have a look. This is my Lazy Hazy Summer, and what I've decided to do there is I'm actually going to fold that back. I'm going to make a pocket there and do something. So although I've done these pages these were done in 30 minutes. I mean, I just can't do that 30 minutes at the moment. So I've done the 30 and I'll have to come back to my pages. Let's have a look what else I've done. I've done the bumblebee cat, which I love that. Little gothic looking cat. I've done the upside down, the right way round heads. This was sort of reminding me of summer going into autumn, and I've put a window in there. I did make a little bit of an error where I cut out, so I've got that, which I'm going to somehow use on there, I think. So that's my window page. So I need to do something on here yet. That was day 6. So I'm doing a double spread mark making day 7. So we'll let that dry and I'll see you shortly. Okay, so this is dry now. I've got out my basket, this basket, and it was at my daughter's wedding, what the bridesmaids used, the Peth Girls. And there's only one thing in there, I took everything out, but that's sort of where I put my mark making items. So I'm going to start and do a little bit of mark making on this page. Now I'm going to use my Ranger, don't know what it is, I don't know what you call it. However, you could use a credit card or a stiff piece of card. And I'm just going to start, I'm going to put a little bit of this. This is just a Pebeo acrylic paint. And it's this number 27, this blue colour. And I'm just going to start to make some marks. So I'm using the narrow end and I'm just going to come down my page. Whoop, didn't get any on them. So you can sort of do that. Let's put them closer together. You could also do this sort of thing, you know, just pulling it down. We could use the wider end. Let's go over here and get some wider lines. We could also drag those up or down. I've just got my acrylic paint on a piece of baking parchment here. We could also put more of the paint on, and we could do the big sort of pull downs like this. This is something like I did on this page. You would have seen me do that. So you can do your big pull downs. Be prepared to get messy hands. Messy hands is a good sign that, oh, that's a good one, that you've played. I mean, how many children after an art session do you see with clean hands? Not many. What would happen if we twist it like that? Oh, we get, that's a nice shape as well. So remember, mark making is also playtime. I've got a bottle here, an old bottle, and it's got quite a thick lip on it, so I thought we'd have a go with that. Do you remember doing potato printing at school? I used to love potato printing. We'll get some bigger circles. So I've got loo roll. Well, it's harder than a loo roll. Not quite sure what it's off. But when I find these things around the house, or I'm at somebody's house and they're putting it in the bin, I'm like, no, I'll have that. So we get the bigger circles. There we go. Let's just put another down here. I just want to let that dry a little bit now. Okay, that's dried down a little bit. was just going to touch my head then to move my hair, forgetting I've got glue all over. So I'm just putting a bit of pink on some bubble wrap. This is another good one to use. Look at that. I love it. Love, love, love. Put some more on. I only had some very, very bright pink, fuchsia pink, so I've just mixed some white with it just to calm it down a little bit. You can get so engrossed in doing this. You can see some of the white bits there from where I may not have mixed it properly with the pink. That looks nice. See if we can run another here. Lovely. I like that. That's looking really nice. Back to the, I can't remember what it's called, this little Ranger or your credit card, whatever. You could put pink, you could put two colours on there. So let's put some pink and some blue on and just see what happens coming across the page. Oh, that looks nice. I'm using acrylics, by the way. I did the base with a watercolour and I'm just using acrylics. That's really nice. And as the colours are mixing a little bit, I'm sort of getting a purpley colour on there now as well. Right, let's see what else I can do. I've got a fork, so you could sort of scratch through, you know, and bring these down. That's great fun. Bring you those colours down there as well, these circles. Those that haven't quite dried properly. I like it. So this is what is meant by mark making. I've got my little handy baby wipe there. We can use this to do some dots, so let's put some little pink dots on. Like the artist Laurie Marie Jenkins, she does whole pictures just with these tiny dots, just to as a form of meditation. Little tiny spatula there, got some pink and blue on. Let's do some little tiny spatula marks. Ooh. There we go, I'm getting carried away, aren't I? Then last but not least, what I want to do is, let me just get a grey. I thought I'd got a grey out, but I haven't. Am I going to use a grey? I'm actually going to use a little bit of silver. Let's go mad and use some silver. Let's pop a bit of silver on there. I'm going to get my trusted baby wipe. I've got a stencil or a mask. I'm going to put this on, but I'm not blotting all over. I just want to sort of lightly, I just wanted some lighter colour on this. You can just use a piece of kitchen roll, whatever. I like this because it's damp as well. So there we go, that's with the larger stencil and sort of masking, using it as a mask. Let's get these additional shapes. Oh, there's one more thing I really wanted to try. It's going to be a busy page. I do like busy pages. This is that a gal I am. Busy girl. There we go. Ooh, I like it. It's just going to be lots of washing, isn't it, after? I've got... Oh, where's my little... Oh, where's it gone? I had like a little pie edge, you know, for doing the edges of a pie. It's not in the basket and it's not here. Never mind, can't do it. So I'm just going to let this dry. I'm going to go and wash my bits and pieces and I'll be back shortly. So that's all dry now. I've been looking through my books and journals, etc. to see, you know, what I'm going to actually put onto here. I'll just set my camera up. I've moved everything. Am I still on there? Yes. So I've picked out some bits and pieces. So I've used my Girls' Own Journal, which is about 160 years old. It's quite a battered edition. That's why I don't feel terrible using it. That's a picture of it. Can you see how the printing was done in all these little sort of fine lines? So yes, it's about 160. I don't feel guilty tearing it out because, you know, it might have ended up just in the bin. Now I've folded it in half down the centre because I actually want to glue it across the 2 pages. So I've got my Fabri-Tac, which is almost running out, so I'm having to do the shake it. I'm going to run my glue round. You can just see me on the edge there. You know what it looks like running glue round. Running my glue round. I love these old journals. If you can pick them up on, I've got the boys' own one, the girls' own journal. There's some amazing things in them. These old ones, you can pick them up. Not a bad price on eBay. I just want that centre crease first. I'm not going to fold my book shut until that is dry, otherwise you get a funny crease. Yay, that looks good already. It's reflecting all the circles on here. I've then got this. This is from a doll making book. All it said underneath it was Moe and Chandon, so... But I thought we've got the circles again, and we've got some of the colours. So I'm going to put that behind a piece of paper that I took from the Girls' Own Journal. It was part of this page. I'm just popping some glue onto that. I'm going to pop that on there. Right there. I did just try this out before. I am one for just putting things together, but this is tried out. I like it how the ledger is showing through underneath, and this bit that says paid as well. I do like that. So I'm just going to stick the Moe Chandon Pink Lady on now. I do love Moe Chandon. I could have been the Queen Mother. She used to drink a bottle of champagne a day. Now I don't know if I could drink a bottle a day, but to just have that access to Moe Chandon would be amazing. Right, I'm going to stick her about there so I can still see this blue at the side of her. Oh, it's just gone over that page. There's not a lot I can do about it. Right. And then I had, from tearing things out, I had these little strips left over. So I thought, right, I'm going to use these little strips on this page. So with mark making, you don't have to just mark make with paint. You can mark make with other things as well. So I thought we'd put these little strips on just at the side. My glue's, you know, doing the volcano bit where it comes rushing out at the top. I know I should put some acetone in. I haven't got any down here though. Ooh, it's all sticking to me. So how's everyone doing today? My daughter, who's been very poorly, is actually, her husband's just brought her. He's just dropped her off. She's going to have the day here, well, the afternoon, because he's playing cricket. He's been, this past 3 or 4 weeks, all he's done is backwards and forwards to the hospital and running around doing all sorts of things that you do for your wife when she's poorly. So Jess said to him, right, you can have some time off and you can go and play cricket this afternoon. So he's having his afternoon playing cricket and Jess is with us. So my husband's in at the moment and my other daughter. But I think my husband will be going watching James play cricket. I thought I'd put that there with the little split in between. And one last one. Actually, I've got a tiny one. Let's put that on. Why not? Why not? Oops. So you end up with gluing sticky fingers and everything sticks to you, doesn't it? Right. So what I'm going to do now is I've got my Stabilo. And this is a Stabilo 8046. And I am literally now going to go around. I'm so glad I found my Stabilo because this, you know, I had the problems with Mod Podge earlier in the series. Well, Stabilo will go over anything. So what I'm going to do now, I'm going to go around absolutely everything. Just going to start off, then you can see, but I'm not going to do it all in front of you because it'll get a bit boring for you. So you literally put your Stabilo on, you get a bit of water on your finger and you literally just blend that around. Just to give this collage like a pop on your page. So that's what I'm going to do now. I'm going to go all around that, all around everything, and when I've done, I'll bring you back. Okay, that's all done. I've gone around all of those. Really pleased with how everything's looking. So I've got a little bit more to do. And I've got these pens, which are by, Ooh, they're all different sizes. Let's get them out. I'm going to go for this second size up here. White acrylic marker by Funsil. So you have to give them a shake. A really good shake to get them to work. There we go. So now I'm going to go all around the edge. So where I've done the black, all around the edge. Ooh, with some dots. It's got a bit carried away there. Excuse my arm. I just got a little piece of tissue. What a tiny piece. Ooh, it's going into overdrive. Sorry there, you're just looking at my arm. Right, let's take that off again. Get carried away. Ooh. Alright, ecky thump. Never mind, it all just adds to the beauty. So I'm just going all around the edge now. Putting those dots. Now I'm going to go around, again, around the edge of everything. I love these markers. I love all the different sizes. Oh, I went on to the actual work then, never mind. I love all the different sizes, but this is one of my favourite sizes. So I'm going to go up, even around here. I'm literally edging everything. So each individual piece of paper that I've put on will be edged with little dots. So I'll finish that off and I'll be back shortly. Okay, you can see not only have I been round once, but I've been round twice because I was having such great fun. So we've been looking at mark making, so I'm going to do some more mark making down here, some doodling using my the same white acrylic marker. So I'm going to just start and use this space, and as you can see I'm just drawing these little circles because they seem to be the main feature of the page. I'm going to come back, draw some more. And then I'm going to do some more dots. This is your doodle time. You can do whatever you want to. Nobody's right, nobody's wrong. I'm going to do some little like kisses. Were you a doodler at school? I was. Very much so. I'm going to draw some circles with a dot in now. I mean, you could go just all over your page and doodle. Sometimes it's great to like take these on holiday with you while you sat on the plane, just be doing some drawing. You know, like when you were little, my mum used to put us a colouring book and a few pencils together. Same thing. You'd like be saying to the air hostess, can I have one of them children's packs? Do you remember those I used to do? Let's do some more dots. The silver's reflecting on the light. Let's do some little squiggles. Yeah, little birds. I don't know why I'm drawing 2 lines of each. That's just how it's turned out in my mind. We'll do some little love hearts. I'm going to take them onto that actually. Let's do some just like random dots. And some more circles. Just random ones. Put some little whites in the middle, little white dots in the middle. So could you see how you could, oh, do you know what, I haven't put on any triangles. Just put a few triangles on. So there we go. So let's have a look. Can we see that? Let's bring it up. So there's the doodling. Let me just turn the light off. See if you can see it better. I don't know if you can see it better with the light off. The dots around. There it is. I've put a number 7. I don't know what I'm going to call this page yet. So there we go. Mark making. And oh, do you know what? Oh, do you know what I've just thought would look good? Sorry, I'm back. Every time I go in, I come back, don't I? What about if we edge some of these? Not all of them, but just random ones in white as well. How fun is that? That's what I mean. Once you start doodling, you can doodle away forever, can't you? So, as I was saying, I'm Sharon and you've been watching me on my channel, Be Divine Vintage. I am a very novice art journalist. In fact, this is the first one I have ever done. And I'm enjoying it. It's been a challenge, especially while my daughter's been poorly as well. However, I've got there. And I think doing this on some of the days that I've done it has just kept me a little bit sane. So thank you so much for watching. Please comment below. Please subscribe to my channel. That would be amazing. I'm going to do just some big empty bubbles over here. There's the doggy in. There we go. So thank you again. Thank you so much for watching. Can you see the bubbles that I've put on? The light's not... Oh, there you go. I think you can see them there. There we go. The lights pick them up there. Oh, there. That's a better... Why we only get a good view from like down the corner like that, I don't know. There's the triangles and the dots and the... Yeah, so I'm going to say goodbye this time. And I mean it. Until we meet again. Thank you so much for watching and I'll see you soon. Thank you.